Hawks, they tied their season high in shooting from the field. 57% have won 6 of their last 8. That's 3D. That's the Wall Star. I'm Chris Miles. And, guys, they did it by going inside. The Golden State Warriors without Steph Curry, but that wasn't their biggest problem. The Hawks, 60 points in the paint. Onyeka Okongwu with 22, 12, 6, and 2.
Yeah, I think, Okongwu, nobody expecting to be going to get a great scoring night like that. But, we always said Golden State, they don't have the size. They tried to start Quentin Post today, but it didn't work. He got down there, offensive rebound, scoring, also knocking down threes, and also getting 6 assists was big for him.
You got to understand that before this game, I was worried about would the Hawks have a letdown not having Steph Curry. Not tonight. You attack the paint, and you understand that organized offense turns into organized defense, or I say chaos. Well, tonight, the Warriors didn't have it consistently tonight, so the Hawks said, you know what? There's nobody going to protect the paint. We're going to attack the paint and not let them off the hook. That let me know Quentin Snyder, John, understood that we're going to attack this defense. We're going to share the ball. Trae Young still has 10 assists again tonight. Everybody was eating. So you understand, no jump shots tonight unless you're wide open. Let's live in the paint. Watch Trae Young here, right here. We know Trae Young normally takes this shot, but when you got 10 assists, you got your young guys playing for you, you get back to the paint, you kiss it off the glass. So once again, I was worried would they play down with no Steph tonight, and they didn't do it.
That's a great point that you make, because how many times do we sit here and we're like, okay, this team, they're playing without a team without their star, the energy not there. For the Hawks, this is something that's haunted them for years now. But right now, that's not the case. What are you seeing about this team that they're keeping their energy in the right place?
Well, you got to give credit to Trae Young. Him being their leader, those guys are all energized. They got a lot of younger guys. They've been playing different since they got the trade for Goyi Yang and Curtis LeVert. But guys are happy. They're running the floor. They know they're getting the ball. They only shot 36 threes. Most of the time you might see 50, 60 threes going up. But to make 15 threes and get 60 points in the paint, they took the open ones, like 3D said, but they also made sure they got into the paint. They got touches. They found the shooter. They found the big man, and he was making plays.
Yeah, you look at George Niang, 23 points off the bench, 6 made threes. 3D, that's not something to just kind of go, oh, that's rare for him. It's been happening since he's made his way to the Atlanta Hawks. But hold on. We do have a guest ready to join the show. I know we're talking a lot about the offense, but defensively, there's a guy that's come into this team and has really been leading the charge in that way, and it's Dyson Daniels. 3 steals tonight, right on your season average. So let's start with the most important. Congrats to your team. But for you, my friend, in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, do you believe you are worthy and should win that award?
Hey, man, I believe I'm worthy. I'm going to let my game do the talking. I'm going to call my ties, and I'm just going out there and share what I do with the defensive end. And, the people that want to vote for me, and the coach again, be honest, keep playing my game, doing what I'm doing.
Dyson, when you look at the way you guys have played all season long, who is that vocal guy outside yourself on the defensive end that kept you guys locked in tonight?
Yeah, we've had, we made a trade for, George Niang. He's come on. He's been a really good leader for us. The defensive end of the floor in the locker room. Guys stepping out. T.Y. is a good, leader on the floor. And these guys, all something is their voice a little more. And I think it's, showing up on the floor with us flying around and being a better team defensively.
Hey, Dyson, what's y'all mindset knowing y'all in the 7th seed right now in the play-in, and are y'all trying to get to that 6th seed? I know y'all want to be out of the play-in, but y'all playing great basketball right now and winning games. What is y'all mindset knowing that Steph Curry wasn't playing? Were y'all going to let down or know y'all got to play at a high level?
Yeah, we got to come play at a high level every night. Obviously, like that 6th seed, Detroit, I got like 5 games, I think now, but, we're going to keep going, playing every game the right way. We're trying to stack things together and go on a streak, and if we get it, we get it. But if not, we're going to just 7th seed and get on and playing. We're taking it step by step.
Yeah, Dyson Daniels, we got to get you in studio to break down how you're such a good thief, one of the best we've seen in the last 20 years. Thank you for stopping by, and congrats on yet another win.
I appreciate it. Thanks, fellas.
Obviously, we had some audio issues there. Definitely want to hear from him.
I was trying because you know how we like do, especially when you were playing. He's a rare guy. Most kids want to score. Most kids want to take 30 shots tonight. Most kids want to come down and do all the cross stuff. I get it. I wanted to ask him what makes him want to play the game the other way.
But look at the difference, right? The separation. Again, congrats to Nikola Jokic, right?
Yes,
we don't
of course.
often talk.
For a
And
big
he and
guy,
Shai
yes.
Gilgeous-Alexander
He's
both
getting his hands in the
with
mix,
1.8
yes.
steals a game. But Dyson Daniels, the 3 steals a game, the most since Chris Paul in 2009, and he's on pace to have the most steals in a season the last 25 years. John, as a guy that got a lot of steals, how incredible are those numbers when you see it?
Well, one thing about it is how you get those steals. Some guys are in help side all the time. He's on the ball, stealing the ball from guys. He's in help side. If he's the low man in pick and roll situation, he's right there. He's doing the things you need. But like 3D said, most of the time you don't find young guys coming in that's going to make the extra efforts and don't care about trying to make the right play on the offense and defense. That steal right there was big for them because they only down 10 and they get a big 3 out of that.
It's fun to watch, guys. It's offense is sexy and cool and gets all the glitz and the glamour. So for a young guy like that, and I know the Hawks front office made Mr. Griffin say, you know what, everything sounds good in that trade, but I got to make sure Dyson Daniels is in that trade. Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
3D, it does feel like, I don't want to give one player too much credit, right? But it feels like he's reinvigorated this team. And when I look at a win like they had against Memphis, where you're getting down to the wire, he gets the key steal, leads to Karis LeVert for the go-ahead win. Then you look at a game like this where it's like, okay, Golden State's making a run, and you pointed to it where it's like, hold on, the Warriors would be right in it, but he got another steal, led to a Richard Shea 3. It's the critical minutes or the moments in time that he's able to make those kind of plays.
Well, just being locked in, knowing the game plan, sometimes you got to make those extra effort plays when some guys don't. But that one big steal he got, then throw it to Karis LeVert skips the Richard and makes a big 3. Now, only been down 10 with Golden State making a run, they're up 13. So he's doing the little things, but I think he's getting everybody else to lock in and play defense. And you got a Conway down there that's a big that block shots, not as scared to protect the rim, and can switch out on guards.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems as if, you know, defensively they have a different identity than they've had in the past.
Jalen Johnson goes down. You make the trade. You bring in 2 savvy vets that's kind of carrying the load, if you will, off the bench with LeVert and what Niang did tonight. That's huge. We talked about Trae Young's changing of the narrative, if you will. Triple-double tonight, now everyone's eating. They don't have Clint Capella. So it's like, okay, Hawks, you lose one of your young guys, but now you brought in the right guys to keep the ship going the right way. It's a big win. No, I say it again, no Steph Curry night, no letdown, big win at home.
Now, for the Golden State Warriors, we talked about Jimmy Butler and Jonathan Kuminga in the first half, right? Well, Jimmy Butler finished with 25, 8 assists, 14 free throws attempted, just 1 for 7 from 3. But Kuminga, 16 points in the first half, 16 points when the game was over, John. That seems to be a problem for the Warriors in the sense of what you expect on a night like this.
Well, yeah, the night like this, Kuminga, great first half, but, you know, you needed that same energy and probably a little bit more scoring in the second half. You know what I mean? He had it going, but no baskets going in the second half. And like we said, we're trying to figure out what his role is going to be. This is a night where you got to come up and be that second option with Steph Curry being out. You know what I mean? When he's there and Jimmy's there, you're probably the third option. But when he's more aggressive, getting downhill, getting to the basket, that's when he at his best.
Jimmy took 3 shots in the second half?
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait a minute, I thought I had a misprint on my stat. I mean,
No, 3 shots is not enough.
Come on,
This is a
man.
night he should have 22 to 25 shots. He has to. Like, this is a game you have to be super aggressive. It's basically like before you got Jimmy Butler when Andrew Wiggins would miss games.
Yes.
He was getting 20 points a game, getting 22, 25 shots a game. I think that's his mindset he has to go to, and they're giving you the green light when Steph's not
And
there.
Buddy Hield only had 2 shots.
and that's what is mind-boggling to me.
And
So those are 2 guys who are offensive-minded and the opportunity is there. And to your question, yes, Jimmy did what he was supposed to do. But now those numbers aren't impactful when Steph Curry now on the floor and those other 2 guys don't step up.
Say that last part again. When Steph Curry is not on
It's not
the
impactful.
floor.
But Moses Moody stepped up. He had 20.
And we talked about him. See,
Yeah.
we talked about him in the pregame show. So when you lose, arguably, if not the best shooter ever, we always talk about
Just
that.
an argument?
No, it's not, but people always like to use that word. But so I help them out. Now is the night for you to step up and do what you do. Moody, we talked about, he has 20. But now we're asking Kuminga, why are you not more aggressive? Buddy Hield, why are you not more aggressive? I've done enough Warrior games this year, and I've talked to Steve Kerr enough. He's not telling them not to shoot the basketball, so it's up to them to be more aggressive.
You know, the key to every single night is to play with